What's going on, guys? My name is Hydrus and welcome to Wonder Spot, a new series on the channel that I'm excited to bring you guys. This is going to be basically a battling series, but also incorporating wonder trades as well. So what this series is basically a reboot of an old series that I used to do called Battle Spot Wonder Team. Now, you know, Battle Spot Wonder Team, that's quite a mouthful to say for a series name, so I shortened it to Wonder Spot because Wonder Trades, Battle Spot, Wonder Spot makes a lot of sense, and it's pretty cool nonetheless to have a shorter name instead of having this long series name. Now, at the time, I didn't think it was that bad, but now I'm like, you know, that's a lot to really remember to say, so I shortened it up now, and then hopefully everyone remembers this. And the rules are pretty simple. I mean, it's not really that hard to follow along. If you guys want to play this at home along with me, you guys can do that as well. But, like I said, this incorporates the Wonder Trades and the Battle Spot. Now, the way this is actually working is the Wonder Trades determines our team that we use on the Battle Spot. Basically as a randomizer sort of feature for our team. Now, I know you're sitting there like, you could just go use an RNG generator or something like that online and, you know, get your team that way. Yeah, I could. But it wouldn't be as interesting, because I could get absolute trash, or I could get absolute power. So that's what the Wonder Trades and the Battle Spot allow me to do. So, first of all, let's go ahead on into the Wonder Trades. Every Monday, I'm going to be doing our new Wonder Trades. So, every Monday, the new episode for Mondays are going to consist of Wonder Trades in the beginning, and then followed by either 1 to 2 battles, just really depending on how long the episode is. And then Wednesday and Friday is going to be straight battles with the team that we get from the Wonder Trades. So every week on Mondays it resets, we get a new team, and then throughout the week we battle with that team on Battle Spot, and at the end of the week we see what our ratio is, or our, you know, differential is for that week and overall as well. So really interesting and really fun to do, and I hope you guys like this. This is pretty fun. I thought it was a pretty cool concept in turn to, you know, come up with and whatnot. So also make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/HydrosPlays, because if you guys do follow me on Twitter, I will tweet out. I may not do during this episode, but I will tweet out when I do start the Wonder Trades for Monday's episode. That way maybe you guys can hopefully get me on the Wonder Trades and see, you know, if you guys can send me some power or not for the Battle Spot during the week. So that's going to be pretty fun. So the way this works for the Wonder Trades part of it is, I'm going to Wonder Trade away 6 Pokemon. I'm just going to choose 6 Pokemon just straight from my PC, Wonder Trade them away. Usually I'm just going to have, you know, like, I'm going to trade away like this. I'm going to trade away 6 Volcanions here, trade away those and see what we get in return. And the way it's going to work is, I'm going to Wonder Trade 6 times, you know, 6 Pokemon, we get a full team. And during the Wonder Trades, like, let's say I get a duplicate. So let's go ahead and Wonder Trade our first one off. So let's say, you know, we get a Wurmple on one trade, and then we get a Wurmple during the later on trades. Now, I can decide to keep it because Wurmple can technically be 2 different Pokemon. But let's say I get two Zigzagoons. With duplicates, I am allowed to actually trade those, because the way this is going to work is I'm initiating a token system. Now, I can use the token during the week, or I cannot use it. So each week you get 1 token, and at the end of the week, if we have a positive differential for the week, then I am going to award myself 2 tokens. And what the tokens are allowed to do is basically our Wonder Trade tokens. So I'm allowed to Wonder Trade off. I can use the token to Wonder Trade a Pokemon I may or may not want on the team. So like I said, if I get a Zigzagoon one trade and I get a Zigzagoon during the 1 of the 6 trades again, I can Wonder Trade that Zigzagoon off as well, because that doesn't count towards the tokens. I don't want duplicate Pokemon. Unless it's like a Wurmple scenario, then you know, it doesn't really matter. I can decide to do it or not. But if you get if we're doing the 6 Pokemon, the first Pokemon is a Zigzagoon, and then during the 6 trades I get another Zigzagoon, you know, that doesn't count towards the tokens, because I really just don't want duplicate Pokemon on the team. So first of all, we got Love Disc, and also click the little eye up above me right there. There's a little eye that'll come up, and what this will allow you guys to do is vote. Now, we can either speed up the Wonder Trades and I can just talk to you guys, or I can just do slow Wonder Trades like I'm doing now, a part of every Monday episode, and just talk to you guys and have a great time. So we can either speed it up or keep it slow and, you know, do what I'm doing right now for you guys. I'm keeping the Wonder Trade slow, not speeding up or anything like that, just so I can talk to you guys and, you know, explain the rules a little bit better. So, like I said, the way the token system works is you get a token each week. You get a new token each and every week, so you get 1 token. And now you can either decide to use it or save it for the next week in case you want to Wonder Trade off more Pokemon using tokens. So like now, I'm only allowed to use 1 token, because obviously this is a new series we haven't done it yet. So I have 1 token. Now I can decide to use it, or I can decide to keep it and save it for next week and, you know, bank them up. We can bank our tokens pretty much. So Probably going to end up banking it, but because we just got a Love Disc, which is absolute garbage, and then we just got a Skorupi, so we get to use a Drapion now. Like you guys were saying, you know, what are you getting? You're getting a Love Disc, and you got a Drape and a little Skorupi from Wonder Trades. Are you going to be using these Pokemon specifically on the Wonder Trades? And no, I'm not. I'm going to be using their fully evolved, battle-ready version. So for Skorupi, I'm going to be using a Drapion. Love Disc, obviously, I'm going to be using a Love Disc. And, you know, so on and so forth. So if I use a Wurmple, I can use a Cascoon, or I can use a, Beautifly or Dustox. If I get 2 Wurmples, I can use one of each. So scenarios like Wurmples, I can use one of each. For stuff like Mega Pokemon, I can decide whether to use or not use their Mega versions, you know, just depending on the team. You know, I'll accommodate, you know, depending on what the team looks like and stuff like that. So that's ultimately up to you, the way your team is built. And, you know, if you have a Mega Pokemon and stuff like that, you know, it's up to you basically on how you build the team. But the Pokemon that you get, such as Love Disc, I'm going to be using a Love Disc, I'm going to be using a Drapion, and now here's our next Pokemon here, and stuff like that. So, you know, the way I was thinking also, I feel like that I should speed up the Wonder Trades just because, you know, this is probably going to be very long. The only reason I'm not speeding up right now is because I want to explain the rules thoroughly to you guys and just have a great time. And that way you guys know exactly what I'm doing, so... We got a Froakie, so that means we get to use a Greninja. Now, if you guys would like to see an episode where I use, you know, the baby Pokemon versions of what I get from Wonder Trade, like what I'm getting right now. If you guys want to see just what I'm using if you guys want to see an episode where I just use what I get from Wonder Trade, such I'll be using, like, such as right now, I would use a Love Disc, a Skorupi, and a Froakie. I could use those on the battle spot, just kind of, you know, see what I do, and that'd be incredibly insane to do, because I'd probably get wrecked on the battle spot. But if you guys would like to see that, I definitely will do that for one week and see if you guys like that or not. But like I said, okay, but yeah, the token system, like I said, you get 1 token. I know I'm probably reiterating this a lot, and I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm doing with the token system. So you only get to use your token after you've Wonder Traded. Obviously, you Wonder Trade your 6 Pokemon, and then you can use your token accordingly. So you get 1 token per week. You can either save that for the next week, so such as if I don't use this week's token, next week I'll have 2 tokens, and ooh, a Medicham, so that's pretty cool. I can decide to use a Mega Medicham or not. But so if I don't use my token for this week, so we have 1 token in the bank right now. If I don't use it this week, I can have 2 tokens next week, and if I have a positive differential at the end of the day on Friday, I'll get 2 extra tokens. So I'll have 4 Wonder Trade tokens. So if I get absolute trash on 4 Pokemon, you know, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna use a token, I'm gonna Wonder Trade. So, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'll let you guys decide. Should we have 1 token or 2 tokens at the end of the week? So if we have a positive differential, should we end, if we have a positiveness for a differential by the end of the week, should we get 2 or 1 token awarded to us? Like, a 2 might be too much. Maybe 1 extra token if we have a positive differential by the end of the week. I think that might be enough. I think so. Man, we'll stick with 1 right now. I'll let you guys help me out decide. So click the little eye again. There'll be a poll as well. Should we use 1 token? Should we get 1 extra token at the end of the week, or 2 extra tokens at the end of the week if we have a positive differential for that week? So yeah. I'm very excited to incorporate this series onto the channel again. I missed it so much. Ooh, Vanillite or Vanilluxe or whatever this thing is. I haven't used one of these before, so that's going to be pretty interesting as well to use one of these. So that I know I've never used a Vanilluxe, and I'm excited to try it out. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you guys would like the Wonder Trades to be sped up every Monday, I get it, because, you know, it will get through the Wonder Trades quicker, and then we can get on into the battles, because right now we're running on almost 10 minutes and stuff like that. So we got our last trade, though, our last trade for the week. And again, like I said, if you get a duplicate Pokemon, such as, you know, if you get 2 Zigzagoons during the 6 trades, if you get 2 Zigzagoons, you're able to trade off the second Zigzagoon without using a token, because, you know, it is duplicate Pokemon. We don't want duplicates. We want to use, you know, different Pokemon throughout the entire thing. So, if you get a duplicate during the 6 trades, Wonder Trade off the duplicated Pokemon, and then at the end of the trades, if you have, you know, a token, you can use the token after that. So, duplicate Pokemon don't count towards the Wonder Trades. And we are about to get a Golem, so that's gonna be an interesting team right here. Oh my goodness. Also, at the end of the Wonder Trades, I will go over the Pokemon that we get, and then once we are done with the Wonder Trades, I will quickly go into battle spots. And again, Monday's episode, this one right here may only have 1 or 2 battles, really just depends. Maybe gonna have 2 battles, really just depends on how quick they are. But hopefully you guys understand the rules, so let's go ahead and just look at our team here as well, because this is gonna be a pretty either horrendous or a pretty powerful team. I don't know. So we are able to use a Love Disc. We got a Scroopy, so we're going to be using a Drapion. We got a Froakie, so we're going to be using a Greninja. We have a Medicham, so I can use Medicham, obviously, since this is the evolved form, so I can use a Mega Medicham, or I can stick to a regular Medicham. We got a Vanillux, so that's, I guess, I don't know if that's the evolved form. I can't remember this line at all, but I think this is the final evolution, so we can use that one. And then we have a Graveler, so we can use a Golem as well, so that's going to be pretty interesting. So I'm going to come back with our team. Also, let me go ahead and reiterate the rules really quickly. Again, this is a series called Wonder Spot. I'm incorporating the Wonder Trades with the Battle Spot. Wonder Trade lets us get either absolute trash. It's going to basically determine our team for the Battle Spot battles that we have throughout the week. And the way this works is you Wonder Trade 6 Pokemon, right? You Wonder Trade away 6 of your Pokemon. If you get a duplicate Pokemon during those 6 Pokemon, Wonder Trade the duplicate away and continue on trading. So also, at the end of this, you also have Wonder Trade tokens for each week. So if you do decide that, you don't like what you get, or you don't want one of the Pokemon that you get, use one of your Wonder Trade tokens and Wonder Trade after you've gotten your 6 Pokemon. So after you've gotten your 6 Pokemon, you can decide to use a token on one of the Pokemon that you don't want. So 1 token per Pokemon. So like I said, if I didn't want this Love Disc, I could use one of my Wonder Trade token for the week and Wonder Trade off this Love Disc and get a different Pokemon, and that'd be it. Or you can decide to bank the token and keep it for the next week. So next week I'd have 2 Wonder Trade tokens, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the token for next week. So I'll have 2 Wonder Trade tokens for next week. And also at the end of the week on Friday, at the final battle, after the final battle is over, if we have a positive differential, then I get an extra Wonder Trade token for the next week as well. So that means if I get a positive differential by the end of this week on Friday, I will have 3 tokens next week. So I'm not going to use my Wonder Trade token. I'm going to go ahead and set up my Team Kiss. We have Drapion, Jolly, Battle Armor, Black Sludge, Taunt, Knockoff, Toxic Spikes, and Poison Jab. It is specially defensive, by the way. We have our Mega Medicham, High Jump Kick, Ice Punch, Fake Out, and Bullet Punch. We have Greninja with Timid, Protean, Focus Sash, Scald, Ice Beam, Extra Sensory, and Dark Pulse. We have Ice Body, Life Orb, Rash, Freeze Dry, Ice Beam, Explosion, Ice Shard, Vanillux here, and we have our Adamant Choice Banded Golem with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Explosion, and Stealth Rock. Now I know we have Stealth Rock with a Choice Band, but just let me do my thing here. So we're gonna go ahead and head on into the battle spot. We're gonna use the rating battles just cause why not? We're feeling feisty here. We're feeling a little bit feisty. So yes, we want to allow the battle videos. Why not? Of course, why not? Let them go on. And we're gonna test out this team here. I'm not feeling it. We're gonna hopefully try to get 2 or at least 2 battles. I was gonna go ahead and go battle box here, and hopefully we will have a good to go team. Now, hopefully that we get a good first battle. Our rating is 1500. This will help us keep track of our wins and losses on the battle spot as well. Also, the weekly ratio will be kept in the description. Also, guys, just to be aware of, if you guys were kind of, iffy on the rules are in the description, guys. So if you want to know what the rules are about and what's going on, so check out the rules in the description. And we have straight absolute power on this guy's team here. So we have Manectric, Ferrothorn, Gyarados, Landorus, Talonflame, and Superior. Now, this is not fun. This isn't fun for me. The only Pokemon that I have that's good enough to go against any of these is my Greninja, and I'm not happy about it. So why don't we? Greninja probably can't take on that. Let's lead the Golem. Let's bring our Golem just because it can take on the Talonflame. It can take on the Manectric, and guess it can take on the Ferrothorn, if that. We have Explosion on it, so if we need to, we can get rid of that bad boy. We'll bring Mega Medicham. Well, no, wait. We'll bring Greninja. Should we bring Drapion or no? We'll go with Mega Medicham. Let's choose those guys. Let's choose those 3 for the battle here. So hopefully that we get a good battle. Oh my goodness. I'm not excited. I'm not excited at all to hopefully. I don't know how this is gonna go with our team, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So issuing the challenge. What are you gonna send out first? I'm betting the Ferrothorn. I'm going out with Golem first to see how well we're gonna do here against this guy. So he sends out the Manectric. Not a bad start for me. So let's see here. Alright, there we go. I had something Alright, so we have Golem here. Now we can go with the Earthquake or the Stone Edge. I want to go with the Stone Edge, but I also want to go with the Earthquake. I feel like Talonflame is going to come in. So let's go with the Stone Edge. Just because I feel like, oh, it's a Mega and an extra. Okay, well, Stone Edge either way, we're going to live on Sturdy no matter what, just because it is a sturdy guy here. We're sturdy. We're sturdying it up. Oh, we got, okay, Intimidate. That is why he stayed in. I forgot that he gets Intimidate. Hidden Power Ice, I'm assuming, is what this thing is dishing out. We live that no problem. Stone Edge here. We do connect on the Stone Edge. We're Choice Banded. We're not taking you out. We're not taking you out. Let's go ahead and Stone Edge again. We're not gonna live that ice, that Hidden Power Ice. Could have went on to Greninja to face it, but you know, whatever. It's still just a Golem. We'll let Golem go down. I got my Greninja in the back here waiting for it. We could go on to Greninja, or we could go on to Medicham. I can go on to Greninja. Why not? I believe we might be a little bit faster. Not sure, but we're still Focus Sash. So if he wants to go for the, Thunderbolt here, I'm gonna go straight for the Dark Pulse just because I'm not wanting to take a Thunderbolt super effective hit here. So he's gonna withdraw. What's he gonna go out into? Gonna go out into the Pharaoh. Okay, Ferrothorn. So we are gonna Dark Pulse, go into Dark typing here. I was gonna do absolutely Bubkiss to this thing. I could go for the Burn, just to get a little. I could go for the Burn with Scald, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and do that. He's probably gonna Gyro Ball me, nonetheless. Can I burn this thing? Can I burn it? We get the burn. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Oh, he's gonna Leech Seed me. That's okay. We can go out into we can swap out into our Medicham here. We can swap out into Medicham. Why not? We'll swap out into the Medicham. I'm not happy about this first battle. Not at all. I know this team is absolute garbage. Oh no. This isn't fun. This isn't fun for me. Really isn't fun. I don't know. I accidentally sweat. Okay, we want Medicham. Let's see. Can we... I feel like he's going to Gyro Ball. He might go for the Protect just to get a little bit of extra Leech Seed off of me, but I don't know. We'll see. He goes for Leech It again, predicting my switch. That's okay. I could switch again just to get him to kind of, you know, think, oh, what's he doing here? Burn is still going to counteract this, at least somewhat. He could go out into the Manectric again, which I am going to... I predict him to go out into the Manectric again, just because of the... Just because we're this here. So I'm going to predict him to go on to Manectric again, just for the Intimidate purposes, so we are going to switch out. Play these mind games. We're going to play these mind games right now. Manectric will probably come in. He's probably going to want to get the Intimidate off on me. Oh, he's going to go for the Protect, but he fails at it. Now we can play the Flinch game. Now we can play the Flinch game, which I'm happy about. So we'll get off our Dark Pulse. I'm hoping for the Flinch. I know, I'm relying on hacks, but you know, oh well. He could switch, but he's not. Go for the Dark Pulse. We're going to transform into our Dark typing. And voila. Flinch that bad boy. That is a critical hit. He used his Leech Seed, which is fine. I can switch out again if I really, really want to. But I'm not gonna play this switch game. I'm not gonna play the switch game. Definitely not. And this is the team I'm stuck with throughout the whole rest of the week. So Wednesday and Friday, we're going to have 2 to 3 battles each week. And yeah, we're not going to have a fun time. So Burn is still being counteracted. He's going to probably Protect. I feel like he's going to Protect. I feel like he's going to do the protections. So I'm just going to switch. Because if he's going to Protect, it's might as well have just switched anyway. So we'll see what he does. He goes for the Power Whip. Okay. I mean, he's burned, so I mean, not like he can really do much to me. I'm still faster than him. So I am going to go ahead. I mean, he's probably got, no, he's not, he doesn't have Rock Helmet though. He's got leftovers. We can do that, and we can go straight for, I'm going to go Fake Out first, just to go ahead and get rid of it. Mega Medicham here. Going ahead and go Fake Out. There we go. Alright, so we flinched him, couldn't move, obviously, because of that. Let's see. Burn still isn't going to take him out. I could bullet punch to try and take him out, but I feel like I'm gonna go for Ice Punch. Just because I don't think Bullet Punch will take him out. He is Steel type. That will take him out. Iron Barb's gonna get a little bit less damage off. That's okay. If he brings in the Manectric, that's fine. That's fine. I can Bullet Punch him. Hopefully. That is the Manectric. He's gonna get his Intimidate off. Also, just let me fix something here and get that off so we don't have to worry about that. So he does get the Intimidate off. My apologies about that. Quick little interruption. So we are just gonna Bullet Punch. Hoping to kill the Manectric. No, it doesn't kill. He's gonna Thunderbolt. That is probably gonna kill. With a crit to salt in the wounds here. With a crit to put the salt in the wounds. Okay, so we have Greninja left. I should outspeed this thing. I'm hoping I outspeed this thing. I really don't know if I outspeed this thing. I can't remember the speeds on this guy, but you know, I'm still gonna straight Dark Pulse it. He's gonna Thunderbolt. That's it for Greninja. I'm done. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try and get one more battle here. We'll try and get one more battle. So first loss. First battle, first lost. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Oh well. We're okay. We're okay. We didn't get 3-0'd, but we'll go ahead and we'll try to get another. We'll try to get a win out for this one. So we don't want to save the battle video. But all right. So yes, we want to continue battling. We'll do one more battle just because I love you guys. So we'll do one more battle real quick here. So we're gonna choose our battle box. You know, this team is not the best team, but you know, we're dealing with it. So one loss so far. It's okay. Not too upset about it, but really want to pull out a win. I really want to pull out a win, at least one win before we end off this episode. But I'm not. This is gonna be our final battle. Un combate. We got a Spain person here. That's pretty cool. All right. So okay. Oh, he's got a mono ghost. He's got a mono ghost. So with that, I'm just gonna go Drapion, Greninja, and Medicham. Yeah, Medicham and all them. So we're gonna go with all those guys. So he's got a mono ghost. So Drapion with the knockoff. We're gonna resist a lot of the ghost attacks. Drapion should probably take on this entire team. I'm hoping Drapion can. Miss Magius is gonna be first. It's okay. Well, she does have the Dazzling Gleam on Miss Magius, but we are poison type, so not too upset about that. So let's go ahead and just go. We could go for the taunt. I'm just gonna go straight for the knockoff. Go straight for knockoff. Now, if this guy just wants to quit, this is gonna be very, very upsetting. So come on, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I feel like he wants the Dazzling Gleam. Not sure. He goes for the nasty plot, getting a little greedy. I mean, I understand. I could have went for the taunt. But we are going to knock off this Miss Magius here. And that is going to Focus Sash. Oh. I'm just going to go straight Poison Jab. Dazzling Gleam. We are specially defensive. We can tank that pretty well. We can tank that. We're specially defensive. We're not getting knocked out yet. We still have Greninja in the back with a Dark Pulse, so not too worried about this just yet. Black Sludge gonna get a little bit of recovery off, so that's okay. That's okay. Oh my goodness. So upset about that first battle. So upset. So we have a Banette here. I feel like this guy. I'm just gonna go straight for the knockoff. Banette is probably Mega Banette. I mean, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So let's see. Can we get the knockoff? I think we're faster than this thing. Yeah, we are faster than this thing. I mean, knockoff isn't gonna do too much, but it is gonna do way over half. It is still a 2-hit KO. He's gonna go for the Willow. Unfortunate for us. That's okay. I could have taunted this thing, predicting the Willow, which I honestly should have thought about the Will-O-Wisp, but I did not. I mean, we still have Greninja in the back, though. Greninja is still our win condition if we do lose Drapion. But, I mean, that's okay. We're not worried too much so far. We can still knock off. Knock off should kill. I'm hoping it should kill. Not really sure if it will. If it does, then, you know, happy days for me. If it's not gonna kill, then I don't know. Hoping. Very much hoping so. This thing, my shirt is being, like, incorporated in the green screen, even though this is blue, which is pretty funny. He's gonna withdraw the Banette on the knockoff again into a Chandelure, probably knocking off a Choice Scarf. I mean, either which way, you're not gonna have a Choice Scarf anymore. I may be burned, but still. You're not faster than my Greninja anymore. So we can, I mean, I'm still gonna knock off. Knockoff is still my best option here. He's gonna Flamethrower, still specially defensive. I'm not gonna tank that. Okay, I'm not gonna take that. So we'll do that. So let's, I could go on to Medicham. But I mean, what's the point? There is no point. There is no point for Medicham. I don't have any dark moves on Medicham. Going into Greninja, the win condition, I could Scald this Chandelure, but really doesn't matter. I'm still Focus Sashed. A Dark Pulse will still take it out, nonetheless. And I believe if he doesn't forfeit, then I'm going to be shocked. But, yeah, I mean, he has really no way to beat the Greninja. I'm still going to Dark Pulse this thing. Easy win. Easy win. At least we still get one win to end off the episode, so that's pretty cool. So Banette's going to come in, most likely going to try to Willow me, just to Willow. Not sure, but so we still get our win here. Banette's gonna come in just for a little icing on the cake here. We're gonna go for Dark Pulse and take out this Banette. He's gonna Thunder Wave, hoping for some para hacks. I mean, I could still come in with Medicham and Bullet Punch. I really wanted to, but he doesn't get the paralysis. I'm gonna go ahead and Dark Pulse and just take out the Banette. And that is going to be one loss and one win for this episode, but that's okay. We at least ended with we at least ended with a win. So we're still neutral on our ratio here. So you did get one win. Come back Wednesday for the next episode. We're going to have at least 2 to 3 battles in the next episode. And then Friday is going to end off this week's team. So hopefully we get some more wins with this team. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys did enjoy this video. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like down below. Also, if you guys are excited for the new series, leave a like down below. I really want to know what you guys think of it. Again, the description has the rules, has, you know, the playlist and all that stuff. Make sure to check out all that stuff down in the description down below. Also, make sure to check out all the social media links down in the description down below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter most of all, because I will tweet out when I do Wonder Trade each Monday for the new team. So make sure you guys do catch that tweet and all that stuff. I will be bringing this series into Pokemon Sun and Moon, so I'm really hyped for that. And again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this series, I'm really hyped to bring you guys this again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.